mother, she'll say, he's not so bad. But when I left the house, I took everything she had. I took her silver and her gold and scoffed her wind band. I even took her aprons and her cover pots and pans. Lying, looting, stealing is the reason I'm a pirate. Ransacking, pillaging, don't knock it till you try it. Plundering and pilfering, make up a healthy diet. Arr, look at me, I'm doing the booty.
Pirates. They're badass. Well, I had a pirate hat, but I couldn't find it, so I'll be using this pirate bandana. Kinda sucks, but whatever. You know what? This episode isn't even about pirates. It's about witches. What am I doing here? Roll the intro song. Better turn that volume down. I think I may be watching a movie for little girls.
How much can a young girl take? Mirror, mirror on the wall. Who's the worst witch of them all? I'm so pleased I learned all the spells.
Hey, see, those girls are British. This is more proof that Harry Potter blatantly ripped off this movie.
I'm just kidding.
So this movie revolves around a little girl named Mildred Hubble, who is very clumsy and never seems to do anything right. She's in her first year of witch school or something, and she keeps messing up every test or assignment she has and makes a complete fool of herself. She has this friend named Maud, who is the only person that sticks up for her. There's also this jerk witch named Ethel, who is the most unlikable character ever. I don't know what it is about her. The actors for her did a great job of making her character seem like a snobby, spoiled brat. By the way, this movie has a lot of filler and pointless bits that they just added to fill time. I'm only going to go over the important bits that I found interesting, so, you know, bear with me here, I'm going to be skipping a lot of scenes. At the beginning of the movie, Mildred and Maud are the only two witches to fail their laughing potion test. They accidentally made an invisibility potion. To be honest, I commend them. There are 1,000 uses for invisibility potions that could help us in the real world. Not so much for civilians, but for, like, hospitals or military operations or other things like that. Laughing potions? I mean, I guess that's healthier than anti-depression pills, but come on. Anyways, that bit pretty much sets the tone for Mildred being the worst witch. After that scene, we just get a bunch of stuff about Mildred sucking and this brat Ethel doing well. Every 20 minutes or so, we'll get a clip of these other witches who are supposed to be evil, but they're way too dumb. Like, I know the whole make the antagonist stupid thing, but god, they went overboard with this one. These witches are so annoying, and they just make me cringe every time I see them.
Scale a dragon, tooth of wolf, dropped into the bottomless gulf. Venomous viper, come to us, covered with evil ooze and pus. We just love the wicked and worst of all nature's things. They come first. So if you're filthy, smelly, evil, wicked and cruel, you'll be right at home in my little school.
And that's singing. Oh, god, they expect girls to like this? I mean, geez, I really hope no one walks into my room and sees me watching this, cause, ugh. There is this one scene that I want to talk about. It's when Ethel is being a jerk to Mildred, and Mildred threatens to turn her into a snail. And Ethel's all like,
You turn me?
Mildred gives it a shot and accidentally turns her into a pig. Honestly, why would Ethel let a loose cannon like Mildred attempt to turn her into a snail? She knows how bad she is at magic. What if she turned her into like fungus or something, or like even killed her? Not smart, Ethel. That wasn't very smart at all. Anyways, I actually find it pretty cute when Ethel's a pig and she's all complaining to Mildred.
I thought they weren't laughing at you, you know. It was just that they didn't expect to see a pig.
I don't believe you. There was something else as well, wasn't there?
Well, smell kind of upset them, too.
How dare you say I smell?
Oh, I'm sorry, Ethel. I didn't mean that you smell. I just meant that, well, you know, pigs smell.
I think you're horrid.
I'm sorry.
I'm really upset now.
I don't know. Pigs are so cute sometimes.
Except that pig, of course. He kind of wants me dead. Well, I interrupted the review. We might as well start the 30-second break for a Halloween skit. Hey, you want to see that new movie tonight?
Yar, why would I want to see that? Yar.
Because it's rated R. That's enough of the 30-second skit. Let's get back to the movie.
So Mildred eventually learns how to switch Ethel back, and she swears revenge on her. Oh, and before I go full-fledged into the important final pieces of the movie, these girls are all fantasizing over Tim Curry. You know, this guy. Imagine nowadays, you know how girls like to fantasize over Harry Styles, Taylor Lautner, Matt Dallas, and Greg Sestero. Imagine if girls these days were fantasizing about Tim Curry. Especially, look how young these girls are. Into Tim Curry? I'm not into guys, to be honest. But he doesn't seem like the kind of man I would want to be with if I was a girl. Watching everyone sigh over a picture of Tim Curry just makes me feel uncomfortable. Like, how can any... Ugh. Jeez. Anyways, Mildred has been selected a part in the Cackle Academy's broomstick formation team, because one of its members are absent and Mildred was the only one that can replace her. Mildred realizes she broke her broom, so Ethel gives Mildred a cursed broom as a bad prank and all that. Mildred is of course unaware that it's cursed and she takes it anyways, and you know, what's gonna happen next?
I'll take very good care of it.
It's finally Halloween night, and the Grand Wizard, aka Tim Curry, is coming to visit to see all the witches perform their, I don't know, acts of magic or something. But before we see the young witches perform, Tim Curry decides to put on a great show for us to watch.
Remember, girls, show the world. Let them know it's Halloween. Hit it!
I wouldn't change places with anyone tonight. We'll carve pumpkin faces and watch the witches' flight. Every human heart will shudder. Every soul will shake with fear. Tonight, the creepiest. Tonight, the scariest.
Clearly, this is the best use of green screen technology that there has ever been or will ever be.
Anything can happen on Halloween. Your dog could turn into a cat.
So the witches finally do their broomstick act, however Ethel's cursed broomstick blows up in Mildred's face or something and ruins the fun for everybody. Of course now Mildred feels all bad and stuff and she runs away because she's afraid she's gonna get expelled. This scene just goes on and on. Holy Jesus Christ. The Lord Almighty. Oh my God. So Mildred runs into the evil witches. She hears about their devious plan to turn everyone in the Witches Academy into toads. They attack her for some reason, but they always miss, and even though they're like talented witches, for some reason they can't hit Mildred. But somehow Mildred is able to turn them all into snails, even though she previously couldn't even make a potion. Like what's going on? How did she get so good all of a sudden? So Mildred returns the snails to the school. Mrs. Cackle, who's the principal, finds out that it's her evil sister, and now everyone loves Mildred for some reason, and happy. Even Tim Curry's getting all creepy with her. In fact, the movie ends with the two flying away. What? Why?
Well, that was an interesting experience. I didn't hate it. I don't think I'm the target audience for this movie, but I didn't hate it. Had its moments. It had its bad moments, it had its good moments. Let's go over the good first. A lot of it was entertaining, and I think if I was younger, I would enjoy it a lot more. The other thing is there's a lot of characters I wanted to see more of that I never got to see more of, which is, I think it was Mrs. Cackle's daughter or something like that. And I didn't get to see very much of Maude. Those characters were kind of neat and interesting, but we didn't get to see much of them. Some parts were just flat out boring. As I said before, I skipped a lot of parts that didn't contribute anything. And that scene where Mildred's just kind of flying around, running away, that scene goes on way longer than it should, and it's pretty boring. There's not even like music playing. It's just like, it's not fun. And like, there's only so many times I can see Mildred be a klutz before it gets old. And by the end of it, I was just like, Mildred, stop messing up. But besides that, it's alright. This is a Halloween-themed video. Where was I going with that? Yep, that was an alright movie. I don't recommend it, but you can watch it if you want. You have little girls at home, they might want to watch it. They might like it. I don't know. Also, Tim Curry was really weird.
Hey, thank you for watching this video, I appreciate it. If you'd like, you can subscribe and get videos when they come out. Also, you can click here to watch my other Krappy review, which you might like. Also, you can click here, which leads to my top 5 most anticipated Smash Bros. Videos, so if you're into Smash Brothers, you might like that. Anyways, if you subscribe, that'd be awesome, and, I hope you enjoyed. Bye.